Okay, we are just a day away from seeing the 2024 Republican presidential candidates spar on a national stage for the first time, but the front runner leading all the polls will not be there. 8 candidates are set to debate tomorrow night in Milwaukee. We'll see Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former Vice President Mike Pence, and political newcomer Vivek Ramaswamy sell themselves to voters. A few others did not make the cut, and of course, the big elephant in the room will be former President Donald Trump. He says he is skipping the event. It is official now. Instead, Trump taped an interview with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson that's expected to air at the same time as the debate. Fox hitting back at the snub. The network is reportedly barring Trump's surrogates from accessing the post-debate spin room. Still, the former president is expected to be a big part of the conversation tomorrow night, obviously. So will his absence give the other candidates a chance to break through? NewsNation's media contributor Colby Hall is here for more on all of this. Colby, it's always great to see you. This is interesting the way this is played out with Fox, because it felt like they were really courting him for a while behind the scenes, trying to get him to do it. Then he officially said no. Then I think it was Don Jr. and Kimberly were going to go, right, and try to spin. And now they said even they can't come. Like, it seems like they're mad at Trump right now.
There's no shortage of drama in the relationship between Donald Trump and Fox News, which I think suits Trump because it keeps him in the news, and that's where he likes to be more than anything else. Surrogates for all the candidates that didn't qualify or not participating are banned. However, it does look as though some, Carrie Lake and Byron Donalds and Matt Gaetz are going to go to the debate. They may not be let in the spin room, but if they're there defending Trump's honor, I guarantee you the reporters are going to seek them out and they're going to get them. So whether or not those surrogates get in the spin room or not, I don't know how big of a difference that is, but it'll be an interesting debate because Trump's not there. It'd be better if he's the most newsworthy guy in the world right now. But I think it'll be a better debate because he's not going to suck the oxygen out of the air.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing earlier. With him not being there, are we going to hear more from these other candidates that we don't really know much about?
Well, I think there's lots of drama. I mean, first of all, I think Trump will get a lot of airtime because he is so in the news. And one could reasonably argue that he's not that viable of a national candidate because of all these sort of indictments. I think Chris Christie is going to go roughshod over. He's the only one that's effectively claiming that says the empire's got no clothes, and he'll blame all the other candidates for, not doing their part. I think DeSantis is, Vivek is now number 2, or right there with DeSantis, number 3. I think DeSantis will go after Vivek. So there's lots of drama. I don't know. There's going to be lots of dead moments too. You could probably catch all the clips the next day on the internet. So you could avoid Asa Hutchinson and Doug Berman talking to one another. Right. But it's the horse race journalism. This is the opening gate. This is where the horse race starts for 2024.
What do you make of Trump going on with Tucker during the debate? My first thought was always trying to pull viewers away from the debate, but Tucker Carlson isn't on national TV. You could be watching that on your computer while you could still have the debate on. So it doesn't seem like it would have that much of an impact. Really.
I think it's more of a symbolic thumb in the eye to Fox News, not just from Trump, who has decided that Fox is out to get him and he doesn't want to play ball with them, but also Tucker, who got fired. And, the debate is live. And the Tucker interview was taped last week, so I doubt that it will be anything more than the usual insults and bromides that you see from social media. And, I'd rather watch a live event unfold than something on tape. So you can always go back to Twitter and watch that. Not sure how much news it will throw off. It's a symbolic sort of insult, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see the way voters react to this because even though he's leading, and I get why he's not doing it from that perspective, it doesn't really give him anything. It's still the voters I think deserve to hear from the front runner, don't they?
Absolutely. I think reasonable voters would be angry that Trump's not there to defend his honor. I think the other equation, yes, it's a sort of I'm not going to do it, so I'm so up in the polls, but is probably following some legal advice that, he's not the most disciplined person in the world, and he could very well say something that could get him in deeper trouble.
When he canceled the press conference because of legal, which is sort of unheard of with him, so it'll be interesting. Yeah. All right, Colby, thank you. We'll be watching. We'll see how it all goes.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.